This is a talk through of the instructions for the first test writing in English 0123. It's an examples writing, and that's significant in itself because each type of writing that we do is a little different and each builds on the other. So the most basic thing that you can do when you're writing is give examples of something. It provides evidence, and it keeps you from just repeating yourself and creating a bunch of fluff in a paper. So this is a practice in giving examples to prove a point. And like all the papers in this class, it's also practice in arranging your ideas in a specific way. So we'll take a look at that as we look at the directions. So the directions say in at least 200 words, pick a word or phrase to describe someone, you yourself, or someone that you know, and give 3 examples of how you or the other person fits the description. So as I scroll down the page for a box with a lot of descriptive words in it, you're safe as choosing one of them as long as you know what it means. So yes, do stick strictly with what you know. It says the paragraph must have 200 to 250 words, a topic sentence, 2 or 3 subpoints with transitional phrases or words, details, those would be the examples, and a concluding sentence. Okay, so let's see first what that box was down at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, so these are some words. You might say that somebody's responsible or flirtatious or patient or honest, whatever, but just be sure that you know what the word means. It could be some other word, but you might want to send me a note. I can tell you right now, you probably don't just want something like nice or good. You want it to be more specific. So, scooting back up to the top. All right, so here is a sample outline, and the outline is what is due Wednesday of week 1, and you'll want to follow the pattern that the outline is using very specifically. And what I mean by that is you'll start with your topic sentence, which when you do your first paragraph is going to be the first paragraph sentence. Okay? So in this case, I'm talking about my friend Rita, who really is my friend Rita. She's a real person. My friend Rita, though a retiree in her 60s, is surprisingly active. So the word that I'm using is active, and I'm going to illustrate how she is active. Now, down here, you'll see some things that are in yellow. They are the transitional words or phrases. And so the second sentence of this paper is going to be, one way she stays active is by keeping a busy social life. So you'll notice the one way is the transition. And when I get to the next way, I'm going to say another way Rita stays active. And then my third way is lastly, Rita stays active. You could use other transitions. You don't have to use mine. And whatever you use should make sense. So let's see how this first subpoint gets broken down. It says, one way she stays active is by keeping a busy social life. Okay, so now I'm going to give examples of how her social life is busy. For example, she volunteers for the Red Cross. Okay, so that's busy and social. She still visits patients at the nursing home where her mother once stayed. Okay. She also hosts a bunco group at her house and throws parties during the holidays. So all that's busy social life. Even though she had no children of her own, she spends time with her niece's children as an extra grandmother. So again, all of this is busyness. And she has a social life, it's social, and it's all active. That's what I'm proving. Okay. So with subpoint 2, I said, another way Rita stays active is by keeping a good physical shape. Right, so she is physically active. So I say she attends yoga classes twice a week and meets with friends 4 evenings a week for cardio in the gym. Okay, so that's obviously active. And I had the pleasure of hearing her say lately that her doctor said, touch your toes, thinking she wouldn't be able to. And she got kind of close to putting her head down on the ground because of all that yoga. Anyway, it says she also works extensively in her yard, pruning bushes and planting flowers. And so that's another way she is active physically. So subpoint 3, lastly, Rita stays active by being productive. So again, notice we're using that key word to show that, hey, I'm still talking about being active. And we've got the transition that says this is going to be another way that we prove that she's active. So how is she productive? She has her own company, Rita Carter Collections, which sells jewelry, refinished furniture, and personally designed hats. Okay, so that's productive. She makes the jewelry from beads, creating the designs herself. And she always shops at secondhand stores for furniture that she can strip and repaint in loud, vibrant colors. So all of that's active work. She sells her products at craft shows all over the state. So that's moving around in different locations. Okay. So then the last sentence of this finished work is going to be my conclusion, like, so what? What does it matter? So I said, by doing all of these things, my friend Rita seems likely to stay busy and healthy for years to come. So that's my outline. That's what I'm looking for you to do for Wednesday. Now, once your outline is approved, then you will transform that into a paragraph of 200 words. And this outline is probably pretty close to being 200 words. But once you took your A's, B's, C's, 1s, 2s, and everything off, you'd have to see how many words you have. And if you don't have enough, you will need more examples. So don't just repeat yourself, but instead give more examples. And that is where we are at the moment. So I'm going to back out of this and see if I can actually show you. I think I can. In week 2, I think it shows you what that paragraph looked like finished. I think it's under upload final version. Nope, I don't remember where I put that. Now I'm feeling a little foolish. See, maybe it's under this week's writing. Looks like the same one. Ah, no, here it is. Now I feel better. So this is what the finished paragraph looks like. It looks like a paragraph. But I will be looking for the outline format on Wednesday and the paragraph later during week 2. So I really do want to see the outline format for now. Okay. And if you have any questions, feel free, if it's not urgent, to send me a message through Canvas. And if it is urgent, pick up the phone and call. So thank you and good luck with beginning this course.